Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Fights, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be among you. Welcome to September 30th, 18:14 p.m. here in the Great American Middle West. Sean Connery is here. I decided to have Sean Connery here. Why not mix it up a little bit? Because, well, frankly, we love Sean Connery. I want to see if this thing is going to be weird on me, or if it's... YouTube is just being strange is what it is. But anyway, while we wait for YouTube to catch up, we will greet you and show you what the battle is. It is Fletcher Pratt. I decided that I wanted to do Fletcher Pratt just because Ron, who is in the game right there, but isn't in the chat yet, he's off doing something heaven knows what, has been asking to play Fletcher Pratt for quite some time. Unfortunately, OJ, who's asked to play it a couple times, can't be with us because he's feeling a mite poorly. So the group tonight will be Ron, Delano, Robert, who is here, and Achilles. Good evening to the two of you that are here.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
And Achilles has never played Fletcher Pratt, so I will attempt, to the best of my ability, to teach Fletcher Pratt in 5 minutes or less. I think I will succeed. Fletcher Pratt movement, everything really is simultaneous. Here are your ships. Now, obviously, these may not be yours. You may go the other way. Let me see if my video is ready yet. This always drives me crazy. I feel terribly guilty if I'm not posting a video, even if Delano isn't here. My goodness, what is taking so... There it is. It has finally gone live. That is wonderful. Hey, Mother Mary, you are first. Congratulations. Jeff, good evening. Welcome to you. This. I do need to apologize for a bit of false... I've been corrected by the crew. I admit my knowledge of World War I naval is limited. I had thought this the Battle of Coronel based on some of the things I was reading. It is not. These are the troops that are available at the Falklands, the Battle of the Falklands. Again, as my title says, sort of. Why? Because it is troop ships and a battle scenario that was given to us by the folks at John Curry Events who republished the Fletcher Pratt rules a couple of years ago. This is certainly not the setup for it. It's a reasonable setup for Fletcher Pratt. Why, you'll see. And so, Achilles, if you direct your attention to this little sheet for the Scharnhorst, for example, it sits right in front of you. All the statistics, let's work through them. You see the Scharnhorst class. You see it as an armored cruiser. You see it as German. This is its total ship value. Fletcher Pratt is based on a fairly extensive group of calculations that require one to, frankly, possess Janes or something similar. It's pretty cool, actually. This is how many 8.2-inch guns you've got. This is how many 6-inch guns you've got. AA doesn't matter. You have 6 main and 2 secondary turrets. Ranges and damage will be taken from the Featherstone rules. We are playing the Featherstone variant because it makes more sense. And that's what we've done in the past. So you will take your ranges and you will take your damage from the Featherstone rules. As the game goes, you will move. How is movement done? You must move in quarter-inch increments. Every knot of speed is a quarter-inch. So example, again, going over here to the Scharnhorst, we see that it has a top-end speed of 22 knots. Divide that by 4, and every fraction is a quarter of an inch. So 5.5 inches, not complicated. You will move that far. You may turn at the beginning of your move. You may turn at the end of your move. Your total turn may not exceed 90 degrees. However much turning you want to do, it can't turn 90 degrees. Or putting it another way, you have to take 2 turns to come completely about. One of the things for which Fletcher Pratt was originally criticized as a rule set was that it was too fast. The experience of World War II said, no, actually, that's correct. He was shockingly accurate in that. And by the way, that has laid garbage to a lot of the more elaborate rule sets that try to make it more persnickety and aren't really much more realistic. Damage.
Quick question.
Yes.
You said you can turn at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and you can turn at the end,
yes.
or you can turn at the end.
You can do both, but your total turning for that turn must not exceed 90 degrees.
Right.
So you can go 3 and 1, 2 and 2, clicks in our system because they're 15 degrees each. After you move, we will then have you take these creatures, these arrows right here. There they are. Red is primary, white is secondary. You will place them along the hull of the relevant ship, along the hull of the ship. You will do, well, I might as well do it, right? show you an example. You will go like this. You will go like this. It must contact the hull of the ship. You will then write using the text tool. Ooh, very scary. You will write using the text tool right next to that thing. And I'm going to recommend you shrink it down by using the little clicky minus thing. Change your color to white so that everybody can see it. And you're going to tell me where you're firing, or I should say which batteries you're firing, and how far you think the enemy is. So I forget which size guns these have. I'm going to make this up. It is 2 times 8 inch. And you're then going to say 34 inches. And you're going to go all the way down. Once you are all done typing, once you have done all the things, we're all going to blindfold. I am then going to draw a line directly from the hull of your ship along the point of your arrow, directly to that ship. Everything that
Ship, arrow. Your arrow might be off.
So what? I'm going down the arrow. Deal with it.
Yeah,
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. It's down the point of the arrow. Period. Full stop. Sorry, that's it. So what we're going to do is you're all going to blindfold. I'm going to measure it out. And then everything that falls short to within a half an inch, all the way to a hit, is a hit. And it's going to be marked by one of these lovely red markers. Hooray! Everything that falls with any more than a 1/4 inch long is a miss. Everything that is a hit, you reference the damage that particular gun does. So again, we have 8.2 inch guns. We go over here to our chart, and it tells us that 8 inch guns do 1150. 1150 out to a range of 44 inches. We then go over here to this simple penetration chart, which looks really complicated and mathematical, but is not. We take a look, and we look at the size of the gun. We compare it to the range in inches and the thickness of the armor of the target. If you are above this line, anywhere above this line, it counts as half damage. If you are below this line, it's whole damage. And I said that backwards. It's full above, half below.
No. Penetration's below.
Oh, that's right, because the range goes up this way. That's what confused me. Yeah. So it's full above, half below.
The easier way to do it is take, like, if it's 6 inches of armor, take the line and run it down. And if your range is above the line, it's a non-pen.
No, it's half.
Right, it's a non-penetration.
Yeah, but it's half damage.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you take this chart and, like, say 6 inches, you take this line right here,
right,
which is a 6 inch line. You run down the line.
Yeah, or I could go straight from the 6, but anyway.
No, it goes from the line, but you don't penetrate until 11 inches. If you're using the middle of the thing, you have to be within 11 inches to penetrate. So anything over that.
Yep. So that's how you penetrate as you do damage, and I have my calculator at the ready. I'm ready to go. As you do damage to your ship and it goes up, you keep this little red arrow here. When you get to 634 damage, you drop to 27 knots. When you go to 1268 damage, you go to 26 knots. When you get all the way to 2,958 damage, not only do you go to 24 knots, as you can see, it's collective, you lose a main turret.
Huh?
When you get all the way to here, you lose 2 main turrets. You have lost 2. And when you flip all the way around here, if I get all the way to 1700, 748, you're wrecked. We do have torpedoes. Pretty sure these ships come with torps. Yes, they do. 4 tubes. 4 tubes. Torpedoes are launched before movement. It's kind of an interesting deal. They fire out just as might you expect, just anywhere off the hull. They run out to 9 inches. They live for 4 turns. They are not easy to hit. You cannot hit someone who is closer than 6 inches to you. They must run at least 7 inches, or 6.1, I suppose.
But with the torpedoes, you don't have to try to guess range.
No,
You
they just go in a straight line. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you got to guess 36 inches, because if it's more than 36 inches, it's no good.
Oh, so that's the maximum range for the torpedo is 36?
Yep, they run 4 turns.
What's the maximum? Is there a maximum range for the guns?
Yes, it's all here.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yep, it's all labeled to the gunnery. You can lay smoke if you wish. I have little pellets of smoke. Smoke follows after the ship as it moves if you wish to make smoke. Obviously, it blocks line of sight. It lasts 3 turns. The final thing I would observe is that we did torps, we did smoke, we did... I know I was forgetting one thing I wanted to talk about. It'll come to me. Do we have Ron yet? Hope Ron's okay. Hope Ron has not been kidnapped by aliens.
This is a little confusing.
Ian Jackson, what a delight to see you. Good evening, Phil. Good evening, Peter. I agree with your assessment completely. Only to say it for the millionth time, I understand the relative merits of other games that are more complex. Because of my level of interest, other than Nimitz, I don't have much interest in other naval games. And the thing I love about it is the guessing. Hello.
Break. I got to drop.
Oh, no.
I got an important family thing to take care of.
Well, that's what you got to take
It just happened within the last 10 minutes. Friggin', yeah. So I got to drop.
Salute.
I'll talk to you later, Jim.
All right, take care, man.
See you, Ron.
bye-bye.
All right. It's one-on-one, gents. Yes?
Okay, the German sheets have Königsberg class is the Emden and Nuremberg. And then the other ship is the Dresden class Emden.
The tooltip tells you what ship it is.
Yeah, well,
Nuremberg.
Emden.
Oh, that's Shark Horse.
A class.
Yeah, it could easily have been clicked over.
Well, I'm trying to straighten the sheets out here.
Well, they were straight when I loaded them. Because I ran through them. I made double sure. So anyway. Who wants to be Germans? Who wants to be British?
Sure, I'll take the Germans.
All right.
Crash Bay gets killed here, so it seems appropriate.
All right, so Robert's probably going to want to go over there to the other side.
I am moderately confused about this.
What's
okay,
that?
The on the light cruisers,
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see main guns 5.9,
Mm-hmm.
and then next to that it has secondary guns 6-inch.
Mm-hmm.
So the secondary guns are bigger than the main guns.
No, the main guns are these are 8.2 on the Scharnhorst, and the secondaries are 6s.
I'm looking at the light cruisers.
So which one, perhaps?
Like Königsberg class, the Emden, and
Well, there's 8 of them, but yeah.
so the main guns are 5.9.
Yep.
The secondary guns are 6-inch.
Yes.
So the secondary guns are bigger than the main gun.
Yes. Yeah. By that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I wasn't in the Navy, but okay.
well,
There's also 8 of them too, as opposed to
Yeah.
6.
here's the thing. How long do they have the? What one is it? It's like. What's the ship here?
So, Robert, why don't you go on over there and let's get started? And remember, it's a minimum of a half-inch move each turn. You may go simultaneously. I will enforce the penalty. There is a penalty. It's 1 damage level for a ship that fires above its maximum range. It's intended to restrict superfluous shots. When Fletcher Pratt was originally played, turns were half a minute each. Now, that was because everybody was playing 1 ship, so a little unreasonable here, especially with new players. But eventually, as we get speeded, we'll try to restrict it to lower speeds, to higher speeds.
Our starting position is where we are, or
If you want
we
to tweak it,
to-
just keep yourself inside the sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Let me get some.
Calculator. Must have calculator. Holy cow. There are 19 people watching you two. This could be menacing.
Wow.
19 people already.
And I'm only one of them.
Okay. Due to the strange layout of guns, a full broadside of 4 main turret can rarely be fired, so allow only 3 gun broad. 4.5, only 1 target.
Okay, so we're ready to start moving. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
if Robert's all set, we are.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
Jim. I'm just trying to figure out this note here.
What note is that?
It's on the British battle cruisers.
Interesting. I confess I had not noticed that. Yeah, all right. Well, it's pretty straightforward.
Well, because are these ships the correct models?
No, of course not.
Okay, that's what's throwing me off.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I swiped these from Peter Robbins, who nicely is in the chat. I swiped these. They have some, they're squat little ugly things that are closer, but these look so much better. But yeah, nobody could possibly, at the ranges we're going to be watching the game, tell. That's why we have tooltips and such. I wouldn't mind it one little bit if a lot of people did World War I and World War II ships, but I ain't going to be me, I'm afraid. So yeah, everybody can now move. Remember, it's a 1/4 inch per knot of speed, but you must move a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
Away you go.
So, it's 20. So, and I can turn like,
Yep.
okay, so that's 2.
You gave yourself 2 clicks there, yeah. And away he goes.
Oops.
Yeah, straight as you can, of course. And in case anybody is wondering, this table is 15 feet across.
Let's see, 27.
15 feet across.
15 feet across.
Yeesh. Okay.
Yeah, no. Like them a lot, Peter. They look the part. The other alternative, and I did think of it, was grabbing the counters from Jutland. But I can't not do models if there are anything close to them. They are the right size. I will say that. They are 1/1200 scale.
I like them. I just wish they were painted.
Well, they're painted a little.
Like a nice battleship gray.
Oh, I get it. I get it. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, so that's you done moving, Achilles?
Yes, sir.
Robert, you done?
Yeah.
I can't believe anybody wants to try any shots, so why don't you do another move?
Alrighty.
Well, I could have sworn I measured the table at like 60-some inches.
No. Behold, 180 proud inches.
Okay. I believe it.
Take a shot and take damage. Fletcher Pratt in its day was a social experience. People would come up and gather in Fletcher's apartment. They'd move the furniture off the floor, and people would. And according to Fletcher Pratt himself, by the time it really got on, half the players were women.
And they were the best.
Yes, they were considered the best players. I'm going to believe that was because of their capacity at estimating distances.
Yes.
And not because men are delusional when it comes to
Yeah, to distances, right. Copy that. See what you're up to here.
8.
Visiting the British.
There we go. Six. No secondary.
Everybody got turn 2 in?
Mm-hmm.
Robert, you good?
Yep.
Turn 3.
I'm just taking notes.
Mm-hmm. The Scharnhorst is moving in a zigzag pattern.
yeah, we're worried about submarines. So hard to get it out there.
Yeah, that's true. Peter points out that John Curry says in the book that many of the women that were playing this were seamstresses, and they were measuring yarn and string daily.
Mm-hmm.
Unfair advantage.
Like being a plumber.
Just so.
The most dangerous people to play this in real life are carpenters.
Oh, I bet. I do bet.
Measure twice, cut once.
Mm-hmm.
Carpenters and carpet layers.
Carpet layers would be a nightmare. Yeah. Those guys got to know rule of thumb hard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're good?
All right. Robert, you good over there?
Yep.
Next turn, please. Good evening, Glenn Broom. A pleasure to have you here. Yes, yes. Watu, run by the Women's Royal Naval Reservists, the Wrens. Yep. All right, Bob. What would you attribute that to?
Oop.
Turk, good to see you.
Okay.
Attention to detail. I'll buy that. I'll absolutely buy that. See Robert measuring still.
Okay.
You good? All right. Any shots you want to try yet? I don't think we're there. Just remember there are punishments for doing it too long.
There's no punishment for firing max range.
Over max there is.
I didn't say over max.
Yeah.
I said max.
Yeah, you hit it max. That's max is max. That's it. Move again. Move again. David Pumphouse. Ahoy, ahoy.
Hey, Dave.
Nice to see this crowd. We have a crowd. To those that know the way in, this is intended as a 4-seater, so if anybody wants to join, you know where the green room is. I'm looking at you, Pumphouse.
Yeah, I could definitely use the help, Dave.
He's the British. Rule Britannia.
Well, no. Robert's the British. But
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. He could still use the help. Okay, the Kriegsmarine could use the help. How's that?
yes, since this was a suicidal day for them.
Especially people who are facile with the tabletop simulator interface, because it does require just a little bit of that. More than we usually do, let's put it that way.
All right, I'm good.
Robert, you good?
Yeah.
Shots, anybody? Or next turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna crank one out just for the hell of it.
Oh, I so hope you miss, because I think you're out your mind. All right, so
What?
Achilles, if you want to set any shots out, remember again, it is main gun red, secondary white, and then just type right next. You just place them next to the hull in the direction you intend to shoot, and then I'm going to draw a line and see if you hit anything at that range.
Okay. I'm not firing, so.
Okay.
Man, playing with these arrows, difficult. Okay. And wait. Okay, so I can fly. Do the strength of the
Bob, I think that's a huge thing. He's pointing out that they came at the game with no preconceived notion of what was supposed to work. I think that's always true.
That's how I come net every day of my life.
Okay.
All right, blindfold yourselves, gents.
To all of our Chinese viewers, happy Lunar Festival.
Is it mid-year festival or some such?
It's the Lunar Festival.
Lunar festival. Excellent. Well,
Mhm.
it
And
happened.
we have no mooncake here.
No mooncake.
I was very disappointed. There's no mooncake.
Well, have you
Right.
know?
Secretly, I hate mooncake. It's terrible.
Let the record reflect. I hate mooncake.
But I love moon pies.
Yeah, they don't have those. Surprisingly, get
My-
a RC cola and a moon pie.
My in-laws brought 2 big boxes of them from Pennsylvania, and the wife's like, "All yours, man."
Dr. Pepper and moon pie. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, or in the south, in the deep south, it's RC cola and moon pie. It's a southern thing. In Texas, of course, since Dr. Pepper was invented in Texas, it would be Dr. Pepper.
With peanuts in the neck. I've never understood that particular piece. Having tried it, I won't say I didn't try it. But it never. What Robert is doing here has never occurred to me, which is funny because it's not exactly that complex a thought. So I guess that says more about me than it does about him. I just want to see one thing.
All right. Well, that's okay. I'm used to on the damage charts losing by gun, not by turret.
Mm.
And people are like, "Well, how can you just lose a single gun?" And it's like, well, because you're not actually losing a gun. The way it's explained is you're taking damage and it's affecting your rate of fire.
Oh, I see. So that's what he's penalizing. Sure enough. Interesting. Didn't read it that way, but that's quite correct. Interesting. Okay, so you're firing. Okay, got
Single
it.
tube, ranging shot.
That's exactly that's what he's doing. He's firing a ranging
Yeah,
shot.
that's what I figured he was doing.
Mm-hmm. It just never dawned. The way I had read the rule was wrong. I had read that rule to say that if you fired at a range where you couldn't hit somebody, if you fired at someone when they were too far away, but that is not in fact what it says. I got to get in the habit of grabbing the splashy markers. I need those.
No, if I had called a range of like 70 inches.
Yeah, so that's what he wanted to penalize. He wanted to penalize the idea of just people for now. Why you would do that, I don't know. But you know what? Who am I to judge?
Well,
So yeah, you don't take a penalty for shooting under your maximum range and missing.
Even
Just
if you're wildly off the mark.
Right.
okay, Achilles, I'll give you a big one. The way you figure out if you're within torpedo range is torpedo range is 36 inches. You fire a secondary battery out to 36 inches.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, you can unblindfold now that I've unscrewed my head.
Done. Oh, we still got a lot of closing to do.
That was a smart thing what you did, Robert. You learned me something. Thank you for that. Get rid of that. Moves.
Oop. Hold. Wait a minute. Let's take that back a little.
I don't think I did, Has. Shoot. That is so not stupid. The trick with that is you do have to regulate the distance. But that would definitely get you more control over it. It's a little more fiddle, but it might well be worth it.
Okay.
All right, any shots?
No.
No.
Move again, please. Mr. Pumphouse said he would join us, but he has to be good and go to bed and get up at a decent hour. That is not... Who are you and what have you done with David Pumphouse? That is not the David Pumphouse that I know. Well, if it is indeed the Midwinter Festival for our friends on the Asian Rim, I'm pleased to say it coincides with my birthday. What is today?
There you go. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Although, unfortunately, it changes every year for them.
Sure. Lunar calendar and all
This is
that.
on the lunar calendar. That's like trying to guess when my father-in-law's birthday is or Father's Day.
Oh, man, what a nightmare. Yeah.
Because it's different every year.
I got among my presences for my birthday, I got a helicopter ride. Oh, yes.
Ooh. What kind of helicopter?
A little buzz, as my son put it, a little blue hummingbird. Just one of those tourist deals.
It was at taxpayers' expense.
It was not, sir. It was not.
Oh, and by the way, thanks for the invite to come out and have a drink with you for your birthday last night.
Would you believe that was not my idea? I was told to appear at a place and a time. That was not my arranging.
Well, it wouldn't matter because I couldn't make it anyway.
Oh, I see how it is. So that was just going to be an attempt to guilt me.
I could have made it. You know, their flights leaving San Francisco every hour.
You all got your moves in?
Yeah.
I'm done. Yes.
Shots?
No.
Move.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah, well, you know, but once again, I realize again it's a simple thing. Maybe I can be distracted by jangling keys and shiny objects, but I was impressed by that. So it's like, oh yeah, a ranging shot, yeah.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to measure. So
No, but that's how they would have done it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly how they did it.
It's like, how far out is he? I don't know. Shoot at him.
well, it was a little more sophisticated.
I understand. But
Big gunnery computer kind of things, all that.
well, not in this era.
No, it's,
Yeah, they did, but it was not the kind of computer like we think of a computer.
Right.
It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a mechanical thing.
it's we look at the ship, we measure how long the ship is,
And we have this thing do a trigonometry problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's approximately.
Yeah, you can imagine how good you had to be to put those things on target. And then, of course, to figure out which splashes were yours,
Yeah.
Well,
and which ones belonged to the other ships, which was part of the reason that the all big gun ship, the Dreadnought concept was so important.
well, that's one of the things about blindfolding, because if you're firing all this stuff, you get these splash markers everywhere. And it's like, okay, well, which one is which?
Yeah, Peter, absolutely. We were talking about that in the early going, that if it weren't for the fact that I got two guys trying to command, about 10 ships, I'd be throwing that down, because I love that part of Fletcher Pratt. where he's indicating it was 45 seconds to move and 1 minute to write down your fire.
I'm done, by the way.
All right.
Yep.
You're good.
I'm
No
done.
no shots. No shots.
Nope.
Rock on. Keep going. And I think Fletcher. I think if you further read those rules, he said something like basically if you had one capital ship, that was enough. But a good player could have like a destroyer squadron or something like that. No, I mean, what gets me, and it truly gets me, this was honest to goodness a parlor game. Yeah, you know, and
It was a ballroom game.
it was. You see guys with their pipes and ladies in their pencil skirts, and the high heels kill me. It's like, lady, take your shoes off for God's sake. You're gonna be
Trying to ruin the floor.
Hey, Brant.
Oops.
That's funny. Yeah, that's true. He apparently had a bicycle bell to mark turns.
The fun one is in real life playing the game. Excuse me. Some guys actually would make their mass out of thin piano wire
Mm-hmm.
and make you wear stocking feet to play. So when you stopped on one of their ships,
Oh, God.
you paid the price.
Yeah, no thanks on that. So I see you're both done moving?
Yeah, another two.
What's that?
I was going to crank off another shot, but
You'll wait one more? All right. Let's do another move then. I've said on numerous occasions that I wish I could have played in one of these games at the because this is New York City. They made the newspaper because this was so popular, and people were making wooden ships at home. Little 1200 scale models. It's so great.
well, Jim, that's because you couldn't run down to your local hobby store and
Yeah, for sure.
they just weren't made.
Yeah, quite right. Guys making them out of matchsticks.
Okay.
You good? Robert, how you feeling over there?
I am.
God, I wish these arrows were a little more sensitive.
You said red is main
White is secondary.
and white is secondary?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got him to go under the hull, man.
Oops.
No, has had the idea of using two wooden blocks. One block at the hull, the other one out where you're aiming, which would give greater flexibility. Are you okay? Do you need help?
I have a bad tooth and I bit down on a hamburger.
Ow. Don't do that.
Okay. And text thingy.
Text thingy.
And see if I can remember how to use the little text thingy.
You're doing good so far.
Damn it. I'm just throwing text everywhere. No, how do you
Hmm.
land by turrets?
Hmm?
How do you? No, how do you do your spread?
Just go down the line.
This. Ah. Forgot these maxes. Okay.
Guys sound like you're wrestling with a snake in a bag.
Okay. Once you've completed it, how do you?
Just go F1.
Oh, I don't have an F1.
Why not? Or then click
Well-
on the finger at the upper left.
Yeah, this weird keyboard.
You should, and
if
I
don't
see
have
what
it
you're doing. It's no problem. But put your arrow at the hull or like underneath it a little bit like that.
underneath it.
See what I did there? You're fine.
Oh,
Yeah, where
you
I
already
put
did
is-
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you already did it.
I got-
So you're all
Check
set. You're all set, Robert.
Yeah.
Cool. Blindfolds, please.
I
I don't think there's going to be any grave secrets here, but
couldn't. When I was typing the distance, I couldn't remember what the maximum range for that gun was,
well, you really want to
and I
check.
couldn't go back and look at it.
Oh,
But I think
these you didn't take notes. I'll be right back.
No, I took notes on how to do all the other stuff. I didn't take notes on like what the maximum ranges were. I should have done that. But I'm pretty sure it was added or under. So
And then you say. You may unblindfold yourselves.
okay. Oh dear God! I hit it.
No, you did not.
Oh,
That's
oh,
that's
I'm
his
sorry.
arrow.
I just saw this is arrow. Yeah, I just saw the red marker when it came out, and I was like, "That would be impossible."
Regrettably, you did not.
No. Okay. Especially since that wasn't even the one the arrow was pointed at, so it didn't make sense.
All right. Splash, splash. If you want to, I'll get that thing out of your way. There we go. Yeah, we'll get that away. Let's get another move in.
Okay.
Check this.
Okay.
Yeah, I was under. Okay.
Hey, Andrew. Earmuffs? Why earmuffs? Do I want to know, dear Lord? Ian Jackson, your comment about LaSalle and wanting to see it in Leipzig absolutely cracked me up in the course of the week. His comment was he wanted to see us play Leipzig for LaSalle just for the dice fountain. You are not wrong about that, friend. Oh, got it. Robert, you're done over there?
Yep.
Shots?
Mm-hmm.
Shots! All right, Ed. Oh, you got one. Oh, you're going to type here. Type here.
Okay.
Achilles, you got any for me?
Nope.
I'm sorry, that was a no, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Blindfolds.
This German squadron was the best gunnery squadron in the Kriegsmarine. I'm going to ruin that reputation.
Come now.
Oh, in the average Fletcher Pratt game that I've played, if you managed to pull off 5% hits, you were doing incredible.
I think that's actually probably accurate or pretty close to it for the time period.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. Let's take blindfolds off.
Wet deck. Wet deck.
Calling it. That's most definitely a shot. Next movement, please. You take care, Peter. Thanks for stopping by.
Go and get some sleep.
To quote the Dreadnoughts, sleep is for the weak. Move's done? Oh, no. Still happening.
Got my last two to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shots?
Yep.
Bring them.
It's already there.
Me too. Achilles, you got any?
Yeah. You just never cleared last turn. So.
Achilles, no?
No.
Okay. Blindfolds. Okay, ready?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hate about these damn arrows.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
They're absolutely no different than trying to do it on a table. Stop it. I mean, as if you somehow got scientific accuracy off of a paper triangle.
Yeah, but the difference is
Are we moving?
Yeah. Moving.
life. You're not required to do a 15-degree turn.
Yeah.
And the farther out the target is, the worse it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're moving?
Yeah. Next time we play, I think I will give Has this idea a shot. It's just going to be a pain to manage the blocks, but it might be that might be a flame worth the candle.
What, the one or two block?
You put a block on the hull, and you use the other block to be the aiming block, kind of.
Yeah.
That might work. I am tempted to get out to Gamehole Con and see this played on his floor, just to see the guy who's been doing it there has been doing it for a long, long time, and I might like to see that done there. You never know what you're doing wrong or things that don't occur to you, like ranging shots. But I digress.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Robert's got shots. I can see that.
Yeah, me too. This may take a little while.
You take your time.
Okay.
You're learning. Because you can do it all in the same one, right?
Yeah, I accidentally hit the wrong pin.
Do I, if I want to use both, do I just put them together?
Yeah.
The red and the white arrow?
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, when you think of how big the ocean is and how small these ships are comparatively, 5% is not crazy. Gamehole Con is in Madison. It is how do we put it? It's a celebration of old generation games. Play a lot of classic D&D, but they always do a lot of Dawn Patrol, and they have Fletcher Pratt. They play. If you look at, and they sell out so fast. I wouldn't be able to actually play games, but I could watch. Watching don't cost much. You need some help over here?
I'm just struggling with the text thingy. There we go. Okay. I seem to have an extra S there for some reason.
Would you like your S to go away?
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Doop. Yes. Yeah, Tommy McGuire is urging you, please stop graffitiing the ocean. Thank you.
Well, we're literally writing them on whales.
Ah, very good. And again, just make sure you got your arrows on the hull. I've debated if it would be faster to send this to me in chat, but I don't think it is. And I like being able to look at it.
Well, welcome to the slowest part of Fletcher, Pratt.
Sure. Well, and like I say, if you had fewer ships, I'd make you do it in a minute. But,
Okay,
you know,
I'm done.
cool. I see what you did there. Okay, blindfolds, please. Just want to make sure I understood what you were doing.
Well, if you did, you'd be the only one.
You funny.
You know, Robert, the one thing I've got going for me in this game is I don't have to roll dice.
Yep.
That's true.
I may screw up something else, but at least I don't have to roll dice.
Okay, and for some reason, my mouse is checking out on me. That's unpleasant.
Oh, if we use the critical hit chart.
Mm-hmm. And what are the odds of that?
With Jim umpiring the game, I think it was 0.
Correct.
While you do all of that, I'll be right back.
Honestly, I don't know what Achilles is shooting at. I outrange him by 21 inches.
A thing. He's shooting at a thing.
Think of the poor fish he's killing.
Dirty fish killing Achilles.
So hits are a quarter over ship model and half short. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct. All right, I've got a real problem here with my mouse. Oh my goodness, what is going on?
See that?
We're still blindfolded, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a big difference from when we play. Anything short is short. It's ship model or depending on range.
Well, you clearly aren't playing Fletcher Pratt, so we've already established that.
Yeah, it's as we've said multiple times, it's a modified version.
Yeah. Which is to say, which is when you have a rule set that's only 4 pages long, and you've got it, and you're modifying it, you're really not playing it anymore.
Yeah.
Valor and Fortitude 3.0.
Yeah. Okay.
Valor and Fortitude now with dice buttons.
In a second.
I watched their little interview, the Perry brothers and Jarvis, about Valor and Fortitude. When he said we got mostly lots of good feedback, I knew exactly who he was talking about.
Robert gave excellent feedback. You take that back.
There's a reason they use the word mostly.
My job as a playtester is to do the stupid thing imaginable. Actually, to do the stupidest thing that's unimaginable.
Well, it isn't the stupid part, it's the knob part. Because somebody's going to look at a table, and it's not just you; it's the world over.
My job is to read the rule and to see how it's going to get twisted by somebody.
There you go. That's what's valuable, because and like I say, it's just somebody looks at a situation and decides, I'm going to take advantage of it. Do not understand.
Service just had to put his foot down. There will be no French Panzerwedge. I've got four groups firing on you, and 3 of them are just peeking around the corner. Although now that I think about it, the easiest way to solve the artillery support issue is to make artillery one shot and infantry fire a different shot. It just eliminates the who can support what.
I want to know where all the howitzers are. There's never any indirect fire.
Well,
All right. Mouse fixed. Very good. Sorry about that. Here we go. Well, actually, I got a new mouse for my birthday, and not the product I'd hoped it would be. And now you may look.
Well, we very clearly missed.
okay. Did you measure these guys over here too?
Ah! No! I didn't realize you'd fire them. Blindfolds, please.
I was going to say,
Nope. Sorry. My bad.
Weren't enough,
my
weren't
bad.
enough splashes.
Yeah, my bad entirely. Didn't see them. I was so distressed by my mouse. Very distressed.
It happens.
Now you may look. Sorry about that. Now there are enough splashes.
Okay.
Splashes all over the place now.
I'm going to clear the deck of the markings. And away you go.
Okay.
Oops.
Oops. Nobody says oops.
Yeah, when you move way too far because you looked away to look at your notes. Yes, you did.
That is an oops.
That is an oops.
We'll see you soon, Brant. Hey, Red. There he is. I'm glad you're out of your brace. That is good to hear. It doesn't sound like it was any fun. All right. See people working on shots. I'll get the splash markers out of the way. It's interesting noticing the ranges. You know, you guys are what? Something in the vicinity of 5 to 6 feet apart. So, can you imagine trying to do this on a tabletop?
Okay, 8 and 6. Okay. All right. Oh, I need my little markers here. Let's see.
Ah, yes.
Man.
Cool.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. The precision with the arrows. It's just that fraction.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get it to line up. I know that's the edge right there. All right, we'll go that way. All right. Text. It's 8, 6, right? Okay. All good.
All right. Everybody get their stuff in? Are you giving me an ibid over here, Robert? Robert? Uh-oh.
He just blindfolded himself for some reason.
This doesn't seem good.
I don't know how I muted myself, but
But you did.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's this.
Same.
They're duplicate. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my guess, but I wanted to check. Blindfolds, please.
That's what I had told you earlier, but evidently I was muted.
Yes. Not much good in that way, I'm afraid. All right, blindfolds are up, and here I go. With a functioning mouse, which makes me very happy.
Stapling a laser pointer on the head of a mouse does not make it wireless.
Ha! Ooh.
So the conversation when I got home tonight was, "Hi, honey. I gotta head downstairs. Game's starting. Right now? Yes, right now. What time? 6 o'clock.
But what's
I walked in at like 5 minutes till.
the definition of right now?
Does Fletcher Pratt take into account aspect, like
Nope.
if I'm firing from the forward arc?
Nope. It really doesn't. He's got a little limited one on that because of the way his ships are configured, but generally it doesn't.
Kind of sort, maybe.
That's kind of strange. I mean, obviously my rear turrets wouldn't be able to fire straight ahead. So.
Correct. You should refrain from firing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's the game says just don't.
And like your secondary guns, even though it says like you have 8, you can only
you really only have half of them, right?
Except
Yeah.
except that you can fire them.
I mean, half are on the starboard side and half are firing to the port side. So,
Correct.
yeah. What are these, guided missile cruisers?
Yeah, no,
I'm
Fletcher Pratt with guided missile cruisers.
there's what I wanted.
I'm doing an over-the-shoulder shot.
I'm just gonna launch everything as soon as I arrive on the board. I'm not worried about range.
Oh, that used to actually be a thing with Harpoon. Well, I know the bearing to the enemy is over there somewhere.
Just launch everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there was a computer version, and I played a few times, and it was basically that. I mean, the minute you spotted anything, you just launched everything you had at it. It's like 400 missiles were inbound.
Well, the one trick was if you were playing against somebody that never played before, don't turn your radar on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you get a bearing to them at 150% of their radar range.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could fire down the bearing if it was within range. And just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here's a barrage of missiles.
And then the North Atlantic ones where you just had a Russian scout plane out there flying by itself till it detected something, and then you just vectored everything you had on it. It was just,
Blindfolds up.
whew, man.
Oh, you cleared it already. I think I remember what I fired at. Okay.
Movement.
All right.
Yeah, guns must bear to be fired, but the penalty for firing guns that do not bear, stern turrets of a ship pointing its bow towards the enemy, is merely that the shots do not count.
Yep.
So, for the secondary batteries, does that mean you can only fire half of them to one side or the other?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't been doing that, so.
Well, you haven't been close to hitting them, so I haven't worried about it.
Well, there is that. Yeah, it's not like you've been close or anything.
No, saying, just saying.
Well, I can't help it. The range is the range.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'd like it if my guns fired further, but they don't.
But they do not.
Of course, they're only like half the size of the guns on the Canopus over here. Oh, I'm done, by the way.
Robert is writing. I can see him.
Mm.
He is writing with great vigor.
And Vim.
Ooh, and Vim.
Vigor. Vim and vigor. Okay. Alright. On the plus side, I am getting a little better with the text thing. Okay.
There you go.
Practice. Practice. Practice.
Uben macht Meister.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so should be half. Okay. There we go. Mhm. And I'm ready.
So am I.
Rock on. Okay, that means blindfolds, please.
Blindfold.
I'll be right back.
Gotta remember who's who. Oh, dearie my. Ooh, dear. Well, when it gets real close, that's when you start super checking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the stuff is when, yeah, that's a miss, but
Oh boy. I'm playing my game and the wife is upstairs watching her Outlander. Or as I like to call it, mommy porn.
all right, what are these boys? You gave me another one of these doubles, right, Robert?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, I swear the writers were like, nah, we don't know what to do with the story here, so somebody have sex.
What was
Have
Dash-
Fabio take his shirt off.
what was Dashiell Hammett's line? When in doubt, send in a man with a gun.
There you go. There used to be a tour in downtown San Francisco that this guy would run that was a Dashiell Hammett tour for
neat.
Maltese Falcon and
All those
the
other
old Sam
names.
Spade
Sure.
stuff, and he would take you to the sites from the movie and from Hammett's books, and show you also the little apartment that he wrote all of those stories from, and
Oh, that's
and
pretty
everything.
cool.
Yeah, it looks right down on Maltese Falcon is like my favorite movie. It's an ancient movie, but it's my favorite, and his old apartment looks right down on the location where Sam Spade's partner is killed at the beginning of early in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he described it, in his book exactly because he was looking right at it while he was writing it.
Well,
Well, that would give him a definite leg up on it.
Definitely. That's why they say write what you know. He was looking right at it.
So in that case, that's why I'm not a writer. Oh no, not.
that's what I thought. Look at that. Come on, pumpkin. Yep. And yep. Doing something else. Where did it go?
Looking for red markers.
That's entirely possible.
Against the German.
You don't know that.
Oh, I feel fairly confident that I'm probably going to get hit before he does because I'm not close enough. Got to get inside the range of those big guns.
All right, eyes are up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Painfully close. Oh, he hit me. He hit me.
Yep. And again, it is because a little bit. He almost hit you dead on, but this is also close enough to count as a hit. So that is 2 hits on the Emden by the Canopus using its 12-inch guns.
Mm-hmm.
Its 12-inch guns, or 12-inch guns more generally, we say. How much armor is on the Emden?
Which of these sheets is supposed to be Emden? This one, I guess.
Yeah, when you
Okay,
when you go over it, you'll see it.
So you need me to tell you what?
Yeah, so what we
Armor
look
belt?
at here is we look at the where is the thickness of armor? Oh, that is it. Yeah. That's wow, it's just got a 1 armor belt. Wow, well, that's a little it's a little
light
bitty shit.
cruiser.
Yeah. So yeah, the general assumption is that this range everything is a belt hit. So it's going to be a 1 in the armor belt, and that's where we have to go over here. I forgot to check the damage on a 12-inch gun, which is a okay. What's this?
3,700.
3,700 times 2. Is that times 2?
Oh yeah.
All right, 30. So the way this works, 3,700 times 2. I don't need a calculator for that. That's 7,400.
7,400.
So this is the Emden. We take this like this. Oh boy.
She's like almost dead off of 2 hits.
Drops her now, and you can see everything that she's lost.
Mm-hmm. Lost
She's lost 1.
all of her main turrets.
No, she lost 2 main.
Yeah, it's 2 main.
main.
This is cumulative.
Main and
2 secondary.
2 secondary.
AA doesn't count. A torpedo tube, and she's down to 17 knots.
Yeah, she's hurting. Just smoking.
and I mark this as 7,400. I put it right on the arrow, so you know how much damage that actually represents. Boom, boom. Good hit. Let me just take a picture. First shot of the game. All right, the Emden takes a doink. No doubt about it. Movement.
That's more than a doink.
That's a doink. It's not half. More than half is a doink. Is not a doink. I'm being nice over here.
Oh, the
Take those arrows.
Andrew is expressing his strong support for the Maltese Falcon. And I certainly do not disagree. Oh, shoot. I should just say so, and I got him out of the way for you. Splash, splash. And the weird thing is, having seen now a half dozen Fletcher Pratt battles, either played them, watching people play them, or seeing them on YouTube videos, it does a fairly good job of recreating at least the way they played out. I like the way y'all stay at range. You start to respect the range, and obviously Achilles has the challenge of closing the range while not getting his head blown off.
Yeah, not an easy task.
No, it's
But then
certainly
again,
not.
I'm in good company. Grash Bay couldn't do it.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I'm not going to be judged. I'm just not.
That's right. He was a lot better than any of us, and he couldn't do it. But then again, he had a different criteria here. He sacrificed his 2 big armored cruisers so that he could try to scatter his light cruisers, because he knew that once he knew what he was up against, he knew they couldn't win. So he got them to chase Scharnhorst and Gneisenauer while the light cruisers all ran the other direction, scattered to the winds. Although they did hunt down, I don't know, I think they hunted down 2 of them, and 2 of them got away. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about that, but that's pretty close.
Man, I gotta take notes because I forgot what range I fired.
Surely
Okay, so I lost. Did I lose? I lost. I lost
2 main guns, 2 secondary.
Two main battery, 2 main turrets.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't tell me how many guns are in each turret.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, there are 4 and there's 8 guns, so it would be 2 apiece, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I lost 2, so I have 4 remaining. What it doesn't tell me is which guns.
Yeah, like I said, the only place that really comes into play in Fletcher Pratt is fore and aft.
Yeah, which is kind of what we're dealing with here, because I can only fire forward but I don't know which turrets I've lost.
Well, you've lost half of them, so you can only bring. What the game wants you to do is basically cut them in half.
Okay, I say I say the rear turrets are the ones that.
Well,
got
no,
taken out.
and I mean they're gonna let you. They're gonna let you. It's not going to track it that way. Is my point.
Mm.
You're doing tracking that the only thing it says is they have to bear, and what they're what they're talking about when they say that is your forward guns can't shoot if it's your aft guns that are in arc, but the left right thing it just doesn't follow along with. It just doesn't.
I'm trying to do more than the game intends.
Correct.
Okay.
You're at the heart of the game in terms of the range estimation, tracking the damage down, dealing with the reduced speed. I mean, what 17? So you're at 4.25 inches now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to guess. Okay, so it's 5 lost 4. I have 4 8s. Not 8s. 5.9. Okay. And half 3.
Okay, Jim.
Yep.
The Kent and Cornwall. This is their fire. It's duplicate, and the 2 battle crews are duplicate also.
Yes.
And you can clear this one right here.
Okay. Oops. Right. Got that one. And those are gonna be out. Okay. All right. I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, you're done. Blindfolds, please. Please.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. See, I knew it. I had the wrong splash marker in there. I knew it. It was psychic. It was just power of my mind. Not really.
Well, that explained it. It was the wrong splash marker all along.
Yeah.
No wonder our gunnery was off.
It should have been the white one. I knew it.
Well, Jim, it's a 50-50-90 proposition.
Right.
50% chance, 90% of the time you're going to pick the wrong one.
Darn straight. What did you give me here? What sort of a crazy joke show did you give me? Okay.
Excuse me?
Sound like you had a sudden attack of the giggles.
No. Coughing.
Okay.
My son, Typhoid Marco, brought a cold home and gave it to my wife, who gave it to me.
Ah, kids.
Well, I can directly link all 3 times that I've had COVID to him.
I wasn't disputing you. I've been...
I know when I did my when I was teaching after my first year, I was immune to pretty much everything because I got everything that first year. You get everything that goes through, just rips through the classroom. Everybody gets it. After that, you have immunities to almost everything.
Well, that's like the ex-wife used to do. Preschool. She used to work preschool job, and people just, hey, if your kid's sick, you gotta take the day off and stay home with them.
No.
It got to the point where they had to like check the kids at the door. Oh, green runny nose, get them out of here.
Of course.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah, because parents want it. Parents build into their day the fact that this school is daycare.
Oh boy, that is the truth.
Well, we'll just put your kid in a bubble.
My mom was a doctor, so I could, I had to be near death to not go to school. It was like, yeah, you're fine. you don't have a fever. You're fine. Go.
Well, and yeah.
Anybody that works in the medical profession, it's like the worst job because the lady 2 doors down from me when I was growing up was a nurse, and my mom would insist on if we would get injured and stuff, drag us down there. Should I take them to the hospital? I got hit in the head with a rock. I've got blood right on my face.
It's not like it hit one of your vital organs or anything.
Yeah, you're fine. Speaking of fine, blindfolds off, please.
Oh boy.
All right. What bad things happened this time?
Nothing this time.
No.
Now, the Emden is aware the enemy has found their range.
Yeah, there's splash marks all over the place. So we do the old trick of chasing the splashes.
Is that it?
Oh.
Yeah, they don't fire into the same spot twice.
Logic dictates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yes.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You said something about torpedoes have to be fired before movement.
Correct.
So if I want to fire torpedoes, I have to do it now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, Emden wants to release her torpedoes.
How many you want?
How many do I have? Jeez.
You have one less than you had before.
True.
Yes. I had 4 tubes, so I guess I have 3.
You have 3 torps. Yeah.
No, you've got 2
Why is that?
because it's 2 and 2. 2 port, 2 starter.
Ah, yeah. So you have 2. So you have 2.
I belay that you'd actually have to check because these goofs would put torpedoes forward and aft. Right? And
All kinds of weird designs.
hold on.
Does it say?
I can check real quick. I'll be right back.
Pull up Jane's.
So at a minimum, you've got 2.
Yeah,
And you got.
I'm fine with just firing 2. That's
and
fine.
so just run them out from your hull at 9 inches.
At 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From the hull.
Yup.
Okay.
There you go. And they're gonna go straight that way.
course, the pertinent book is theirs. Okay.
So that's one. And this
Okay.
one.
And-
He's just going to launch 2.
I'm just going to launch 2, but do they have to follow the same track, or
Nope.
can they?
Nope.
Okay, so I can do a spread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, light cruisers.
There we go.
1.
Launched.
Fish in the water. Movement.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have chains. I have Conways.
That'll just have to do.
Oh, it's if you can't afford a James, Conway's is just as good.
The only advantage of Jane's is that Fletcher Pratt's system clearly is following Jane's down the column. If you're building ships. Which I try very hard not to do, and I just steal those from John Curry's website.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite fun trying to do the ship cards.
I don't actually, Tom, because they're going to go the way it's pointed. See this? They got tips. So they're just going to go that way.
Can you clear the splash markers?
They are gone.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes. There.
Okay.
Where's the white one? There it is.
It has dawned on me, just looking what Robert is doing, it really doesn't matter, Achilles. Just doesn't. Just doesn't. Unless you want them in a different arc, you don't need to do the white and the red.
Oh, okay.
You just fire them off the red. I'm gonna aim what you tell me to aim.
I got you. Okay.
Y'all are circling each other, no doubt about it.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of typing this time.
All right. So your practice will come in handy.
Yes. Good thing I had all that time to get good at it. Quote unquote. All right.
I have now had 2 players in the 1807 Kriegspiel ask for more time because the turns are coming too fast. That is a sign.
Really?
That is a sign of weakness.
Fast?
It will not be forborne.
Oh, man.
These people should never play actual Kriegspiels.
Oh, that would.
They would cry.
Yes, they would.
I have played Kriegspiel with Dr. James Sterrett and Mike Dunn from the War College. They yell at you.
Yes.
They will come up to your little cubicle and say 2 minutes, 2 minutes for orders, and they will point and say, "You see this there? You see this there? You see this there? What do you do? 1 minute." It's great.
Yes. In the real world, they yell at you.
Are you suggesting that in the real world they don't say "pretty please"?
No, surprisingly, they don't.
And if you say, "I'm a little stressed right now, I'm going to need about 15 minutes."
Can I use my timeout card?
Do I get a timeout card?
This is a
Oh God! When I heard about
emotional support.
those in boot camp, oh my God! Stress card. I'm feeling stressed. What? When I went through boot camp, you tried to do that, they would increase the stress level.
One of my former deputies was a chief petty officer, and I saw him give advice to young guys that were going to boot in the Navy, and none of it involved playing their stress card. I can assure you of that.
Okay. I am getting faster at this. Hey, I like it. All right.
Darn it.
It may not seem that way to you guys, but it's but to me it's faster.
It's faster than I was before.
Yeah.
But you are still typing. Yeah, okay. I see you're still typing.
Yeah, I'm on the last one.
No worries. Robert's just a typing ninja over there.
Yeah. He's much better at it than I am.
I'm just typing with 2 fingers.
That's what I'm doing. Let's see. 6 at 7.
Ringo Starr is in town tonight.
Okay, got them all.
Rock on.
Oh.
If you're all done, I think.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm assuming again, Robert, that the Cornwall and the Kent are the same orders?
Correct.
Very good. If you gentlemen would please blindfold, we'll get to business. Do not want a torpedo marker. I knew I had the wrong one. What did you say my percentages were, Robert?
It's 50, 50, 90.
Yeah, 50, 50, 90. Here we go.
Okay, the torpedo tubes would be 2 to each side.
Well, then we did good. Then we did good.
Yeah.
Well, in the actual battle, the Canopus was grounded.
True.
We're bad. You were bad. You're grounded.
She was beached so that she couldn't be sunk because she was such a piece of crap.
Oh.
Hey, the Canopus has feelings.
Yeah, and had a chief engineer who was insane. He kept telling the captain that the engines were broken, but they weren't.
Well,
Nothing like being on the far side of the world with a lunatic engineer.
Locked himself in his cabin and wouldn't come out.
Did he have a stress card?
No.
Apparently not. Apparently the Royal Navy hadn't heard about that progressive move yet.
Might have helped him.
I'm just going out on a limb on this one. I'm pretty sure that no.
Pretty sure no.
At the point the captain found out about all of this, I'm wondering if he was looking for the old cat and nine tails or something. It's like, can we keel haul this guy?
Oh God! Oh, every time I hear that, I'm like, God, that would have hurt.
Keel hauling.
Yeah. God, that would have hurt. Doing all the spotting. Got to do the spotting. Got to do.
Edward spotting.
Yeah, got to do it.
You're
Chance-
spotting.
Chances are you're going to drown anyway.
I would have thought. I definitely would have thought that.
It depends how they did. If they were really upset with you, they did it fore to aft.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't it depend
But if-
fore to aft, or if you do it between the...
But if they wanted to hurt you and really make it so you survived and were in pain, it was port to starboard, starboard
Port to starboard, yeah, between the gunwales. Yeah.
Now, if they chose a location to do it where the keel actually was, so that they banged you into the keel as they were dragging you under.
Well, I think that's Robert's point, is that if you really got keel hauled fore to aft, you're probably going to drown.
Yeah, it's because of the distance. But the other way is shorter distance. But if you hit your head on the keel going either way, you're probably done.
That's the least of your worries, because what it does is they drag you across the barnacles.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, much
And
ow.
that salt water, man. That salt water.
Oh yeah,
in the
that's
wounds.
gonna that's a pain that's gonna linger. That's a pain that's gonna linger, no doubt.
You won't forget that quick.
It's gonna.
You guys gave me a lot of shots.
Oh my god.
Not there's anything wrong with that. That's what you're here for. You are not here to play patty cake.
Wait. I thought that was the name of this.
I thought this was patty cake. Damn it!
Wait. This isn't the tic-tac-toe tournament?
The Battle of Patty Cake.
The famed Battle of Patty Cake. I ordered.
I believe that was the Irish Navy.
Oh, tihar, patty cake. I did indeed order my copy of Valor and Fortitude in War Games Illustrated.
Yeah.
Had to have a printed copy. It included the exciting with the British and Spanish forces. Okay, we got those.
The Irish outside designer, Patty O Furniture.
Patty O Furniture. All right, gentlemen, eyes up, please. That took a minute.
Let's see.
What do we got?
Man, see lots of misses.
Okay.
All right. Getting ready to writing. Here it goes.
Hold on.
Hurry. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, before we move, then the torpedoes move again?
I got to look
Correct.
that up. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they just go 9, right?
Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Trying to be as straight as I can.
I know you're an honest man, Achilles. I know you will.
I will admit, it is actually difficult for me to do. I don't know why, but
You're
oops.
fine. You're fine. That's very fair.
Hey, Jim.
Uh-huh.
Jim, the easier way to do that is if we had like a yellow arrow, you point it where you want it to go, you lock it in place, and just measure off of it.
Why is it? You still got to move it.
No, you don't have to move it. So it's like if you fire it here,
Mm-hmm.
you lock it there, and then you measure from here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe might just draw it. Frankly, yeah. We could actually just draw it. That's a good point.
Okay. They have moved.
You don't think it's fun to move them though? I think it's fun.
I think it is.
All right, movement. Andrew is asking what grade you taught, Achilles.
It was middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was the only history teacher because it was a Catholic school. It was small, so I had the joy of being the only history teacher they would have for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, which meant I could do it any way I wanted to, pretty much. I was the entire department. I didn't have to have committee meetings about anything. It was just, I think this is how I'm going to do it.
I had many committee meetings. It was me and a bottle of bourbon.
You bet.
So next Tuesday, stop by City Hall and you'll give me the guided tour.
We do it second and fourth Wednesdays of the month.
You know, speaking of which, ever since I watched your tour of the City Hall thing, I have been bombarded in my YouTube with tours of Milwaukee. It's really strange. It's like, okay, I guess the algorithm says I'm really interested in tours of Milwaukee. It says like all kinds of ones.
That's what I was looking for. You've been forget it.
Algorithm.
Thank
you. Yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating.
Well, I took a pain pill for my tooth and it's kicked in.
Okay. That's all my ships moved.
Operating the British High Seas Fleet while under the influence of a heavy sedative. Nice.
Yes.
So let's. I know you got shots, so set them up.
I'm trying to find that sweet spot. What's the deer? I guess that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yes, there are Laverne and Shirley tours of Milwaukee. Of course there are. The thing that I always point out to people when I do the tour of City Hall that I do is that the letters that you see at the opening of Laverne and Shirley that are on the face of City Hall aren't in City Hall anymore. We sent them to the Historical Society. Mayor John Norquist hated them. When he became mayor, he ordered that whole structure taken down.
I have not paid attention to it. Have they repaired the bronze font?
Yes. His crotchal area is in better shape. For whatever reason, human beings felt the need to rub the groinal area of Henry Winkler.
Mm-hmm.
And people mock the bronze fawns all they want, but as somebody who I take a lunchtime walk right in that area. Bronze Fawns is about 2 blocks from my office, City Hall. And I'm here to tell you, people love the bronze fawns. It's insane. They just love it. You talking about my video, Andrew? I love City Hall. You'll come. I'll give you a tour. We have held a nice crowd throughout the evening tonight.
What's wrong with these people?
I know. Well, Fletcher Pratt is a fun game to watch, I think, because it's you guys stumbling around in the dark. Anytime you can watch somebody struggling with fog of war and it isn't you, it's probably funny.
I think that's probably true. Anytime you can watch other people struggle with stuff, that's always entertaining.
Oh,
Okay. All right. That's one.
That's another really good suggestion, Robert, now that I'm thinking about it, for the torpedoes.
yeah, as much as I'd like to fire that man,
I'm assuming I'm seeing you guys still typing, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I can... Why are you back in the brace? What are you doing, Red? You are stressing the crap out of me.
Next.
I hope you're okay, man.
okay, I believe I'm done.
All right.
Getting there.
That's a good point. One of the advantages that Fletcher Pratt has for systems, in a system or in a situation like ours, it moves really fast.
Yeah.
I am half tempted to recruit a second umpire.
Trust me, a second umpire does come in real handy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it would have the time, right?
It's especially for the measuring.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's
Wow. Okay. I think I got
All
them
right.
all.
Blindfolds.
In my terrible book that I wrote, I used this battle and Cornell as space battles.
That's awesome, man. What are you talking
Battles
about?
in
I
space.
think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
it's the space Yamato.
Spaceship Yamato. Space cruiser Yamato. Graf Spee lost both of his sons in this battle.
Is that right?
And himself.
I was going to say he died too, right?
Yeah. So it was a bad day for his wife. She lost her whole family in a single day.
I'm not going to make a single comment other than observing, yeah, that sucks.
Mm.
Making sure I'm checking your range brackets very carefully. Because you set me some interesting brackets.
Mine are pretty simple because they're only an inch difference.
We got one that's got a 3-inch gap.
My bigger guns on the two armored cruisers have more range, but the light cruisers, the secondaries and the mains only have an inch difference. But it's weird because the secondaries have an inch further than the primaries. It's really strange, but
Well, there I am freely. I'm happy to admit I am at the mercy of the guys who designed this stuff.
What's the name of one of those ships?
of mine, the
Yeah.
light cruisers or the armored
That have the stuff you're talking about.
the light cruisers, Emden, Nuremberg.
Oh.
Either one.
Here I am looking up English ships. Oh, he's playing the Germans.
You won't find them there.
Guarantee you that.
Well, maybe after the war.
No, they were on the bottom, so they all got sunk.
Emden 150s. 150s.
All right. Did I do all that? No, I did all that.
It's a current.
That's how I got to do this. Oh, I figured out another thing I want to do. Cool. Bracket.
Mm. They done 1905. Okay. Yeah.
I am glad I did that.
That's interesting.
Mm.
According to Conway's, those German light cruisers,
Mm-hmm.
they and 4.1 inch main.
I cannot.
That would make sense because a lot of the German light cruisers use the 4-inch, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm actually looking up. I pulled up SMS Emden.
On
Just
Wikipedia.
Yeah, just Wikipedia it just to see what it says.
Sure.
Yeah. And 10.5 centimeter, which is 4.1 SKL 8.
Mhm.
Nuremberg had 10, 5.2 centimeter secondary guns, 2-inch.
Same thing as it says here. And only 2 torpedo tubes.
And two 17.7 inch torpedo tube submerged beam.
Mm-hmm.
Curious. Curious.
Interesting.
Don't know what they were going off of.
A little more
I don't know.
research.
They gave me more firepower.
Hooray!
Well, it could be worse. Could be like the Denmark Strait one I did for a while. When I did the sheet for the Bismarck, and I've got a copy right here. I accidentally put 8-inch guns for mains. No, those would be 8 15-inch. Dumb. I had the correct range and everything, but
You know what they did? They gave me the 1916 Emden.
Aha.
Yeah. Though, this is the original Emden, and it was sunk at this battle. But in 1915-16, they built a new Emden in Germany, and she had 8 5.9s, but her secondaries were still 3.5s.
All right, let me just check something here.
And she had 4 torpedo tubes, 19.7 inch.
Well, that was exciting. Blindfolds up. Congratulations, Achilles.
Ooh, I hit something? Stunning. Stunning, I tell you.
Now that was the good news, okay? I gave you the good
Bad
news.
news is
the
bad news I
bad
got hit
the
too.
bad news is he lit up the Nuremberg like Christmas.
Yeah, well. C'est la vie.
3 hits on the Nuremberg. All the same gun, I think. Yeah,
Well,
they're all 12s. Yeah.
Oh, 3. Yeah, it'd be 9,000, 10, 11,100.
I think that kills her.
What is that? That's on the Nuremberg.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all the same though. They're all Königsberg
How
class.
much did you? How much you got there, Robert?
11,000?
Did the math correctly, 11,100.
11,100. No, it doesn't kill her.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, I totally missed the second row here.
Yeah, you have a second column. It's good.
Okay.
Now it's
Still alive.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you know, she took a heck of a wham. So you're gonna go with I will trust your honorable word at 11,100, Robert. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
11,100, yeah.
Okay.
11 knots.
Pow, pow, pow.
She's lost 3 of the 4 primaries and 3 of the. Is that right? 3 of 3 secondaries.
She's lost 3 main turrets.
Yeah. So she's lost 3 of the
Yeah.
3 out of 4 primaries,
Yeah,
and
2
she's
secondaries.
lost. Is it just 2?
No, she's got 5 main turrets. If you go all the way down, she got 5 and 5.
I don't. Now I'm confused.
It's
by
not
the
turrets.
gun
It's
shot.
guns. It's guns, not turrets. That's a misprint. It's got to be.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
'Cause
guns.
that
It's
wouldn't
guns,
make
not
sense
turrets.
otherwise. Mm-hmm.
Because that math works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's guns, not turrets. Okay.
Well, then that would mean that the Emden
Mm-hmm.
has let's see, she's
Has
lost
lost 2
1.
main guns, 2
2 main
secondary
guns.
guns. Mhm.
Okay. So
That makes far more sense.
yeah. All right.
All right. And now, what did you do to Robert?
That's a fair question.
You actually hit him with 2 separate shots. You actually hit the canopus with 2 separate shots. This one is a...
I have a feeling they're going to bounce.
Well, they're not going to bounce. They're going to do a half. He's not that far below the line.
No, he's far above the line.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
These are which guns?
These are his 6s. Hit you with 3 6s.
He has to be within 3 inches to penetrate.
Okay, so it's a half at what?
Yeah.
So that's 3, 6 at half. So that's a total of 750 off of that one. So that's 750 off the canopus. I'll mark that.
Yeah.
So it's
We're not even.
not even there. Not even there yet.
Mhm.
Okay, marked at 750. And the other one, plink, 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 is actually a second shot. No, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. That short one. Yeah, it's a 5.9. So that's another 250. So it's at 1,000.
Okay. Still not on it.
Correct. And then the one in the back is a 6. On the Kent.
Oh, the Kent got hit.
Yeah.
Where are they?
6-inch on the Kent.
6-inch. The Kent has a 4-inch belt.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't gonna penetrate either.
250.
250 on the Kent.
250. There we go. Still. You hit something, Achilles. You hit something.
Hey. I'll take that.
Thought you would.
Okay. Moving my ship around.
Sorry about that. Dang it, I gotta stop that nonsense. Just trying to get all these markers cleared up. Get all the splash out, all the splash out. Good. And I'll get rid of all the text. And it is gone. Moves. Torpedoes first.
Okay. Torpedoes.
You missed a couple splash markers.
Yeah, thank you.
These torpedoes are not going to get there.
Would seem not.
Just measure 18 inches if it's.
Yeah, we'll do what Robert suggested in the future. I like his idea, actually. We'll just draw lines.
Because this is the third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as Robert is saying, they've only got another 9 inches, so they're going to get out to there.
Yeah.
We'll run them out.
You might as well pull them up because I'm not going to cut into them.
No? They're out there. They're very menacing.
Shocked.
They're very menacing.
I'm shocked that you're not going to come.
You are
to
being menaced,
some of
sir.
that.
You what? You're not gonna cut into the torpedoes?
I saw that. I saw that in Hunt for Red October.
I thought you were supposed to like cut the wake of the. Oh shit! I meant to move the little marker and I moved the ship.
No.
Don't do that. There we go.
Well, see here's a funny one. You actually turn into torpedoes. Say turn 3, they were right here. You turn into them because if you can get over here somewhere, they can't hit you because the torpedoes go from here to 9 inches out. Nobody's been able to figure out some way to, without doing prorated movement, nobody has figured out how to not do that.
They don't run through you. I mean, they just like if they were to go through your thing and go past it, wouldn't it be a hit?
It's a glitch in the rules that nobody's figured out. Without doing prorated movement, there's no workaround. If the torpedo is just short, you cut into it, and thereby you end up in the turn 3 movement area, not the turn 4 movement area.
You'd get damage. I'd damage you with that.
It seems
me,
to me if the
trust
torpedo
me, I would
damage you.
Try that. I'll damage you. Just believe me.
Okay, so we're moving now, right?
Yeah, you're moving.
Okay. Let's see.
Your actually really good suggestion solves that problem, honestly.
Yeah.
Run into the line and get hit. You know. Yeah, no, currents and wind direction don't matter, Doug. Tommy's right.
Okay. Movement is done.
Work under the assumption that folks are lining up shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Precisely. Or not so precisely
As
the case may be.
precisely as may be.
Hmm. Hmm.
Range estimation. It's what all the cool kids do.
Hmm. Yeah, that ain't easy.
Mm-mm.
It's a little easier in real life.
The only reason I think it'd be easier in real life is just because it is hard to conceptualize virtual space sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know what? Although our guy couldn't be with us, Ron was just a sniper at it. No, he by this point in our last battle, he was sinking ships at range. I'm not saying I'd be any good at it, let me be clear.
Oh, not 6. That one. Oh, I really should have gone closer there. So let's see. She's the one that still has all hers. So it's 8.
I'm done.
Yeah, 6. All right, I need to zoom in so I can actually see what I'm writing here. Okay. Which was the one that got hammered? It was Nuremberg.
The Nuremberg, yep.
Yeah, okay. How many guns does she have left?
I don't know.
That's what the chart's for. She is down 3 main turrets, 3 main guns, and 2 secondaries.
So that leaves her with 5 mains and 4 secondaries. Okay.
Yeah, Achilles, if you want to know how many tubes are in each turret, if you look, it says like on the Invincible, it's main guns 12-inch times 8, and that's 4 times main turrets.
But it's clear turrets don't matter unless you hit them directly. Because it's all guns, not turrets.
Well, no, the way these,
No, you're wrong. Because right here, there are no 5 main turrets.
And it's 4.
Which one are you talking about?
6.
Let's take the Nuremberg.
Okay. Main guns 5.9 inch by 8
Mm-hmm.
in turrets.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
You're making the assumption that she has 4 turrets.
Hold on. 2, 4. 4.
8.
See, because it's some of them are weird. I would have to say it would be two doubles and 4 singles.
Yeah, which is meaningless. Because you don't know which you're hitting.
Well, if we were using modified.
Yeah, which is not Fletcher Pratt. We were playing Fletcher Pratt tonight. Because that's what we needed, something to slow the game down a little more, because it's so beneficial.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The way we do it in that is we take turrets from the engaged side.
And yet it doesn't say that.
I realize that.
Well, then we're not doing it, are we?
Oh, crap.
Yeah, wait.
To go away from there. Gotta find out how many she has. 8. 8, 8, 2, 6, 6. Okay. Oh, there is no 8.2 on the chart. It's just 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the 8s, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those Dean Germans, they just couldn't pick a side.
Yeah, you do wonder about that. It's like, what's that decimal about? Come on.
Well, it's because the old metric system.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went by millimeters,
Yeah.
8.
but end up with the 5.9. It's like the Bismarck's guns are 50. Everybody says they're 15, so they're actually 15 or 14.97s.
Okay.
That doesn't make it make sense.
Well, it's
What does make it?
What
make
would
sense?
make it make sense? Yeah, I
What
don't
would make
know.
it make sense?
Even numbers. How about that?
it's when you convert from metric to freedom units that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got them all.
All right, rock on. Am I doing the right thing? Yeah, yeah.
Rock on.
All right, blindfolds up. This is gonna take a minute. Blindfolds up.
go.
My phone says some guy named Jim Ozarski is doing the Battle of the Falklands.
He is. Or something like
Is that the one with Goose Green?
Yeah, right? Most think so.
I'm feeling like the Argentinians at the moment.
So much shootification. But you really do get a feeling for what these guys had to go through because, you know, especially
They were all
Achilles.
going to die.
Stop it. That is not what I was in fact going to say. This idea of we're just trying to get to striking range. We are trying.
Poor Grass Bay. He knew the minute he saw what was out there, they were dead. Of course, he never really expected to make it home. So
Yeah, I was going to say I wasn't under the impression that he was that optimistic from the jump.
no, not at that point. After Coronel, he knew the British were going to send everything they had to find him, to hunt him down and destroy him. So he had no expectations of making it all the way back to Germany. But when he pulled into the Falklands, he didn't know that there were 2 battle cruisers there. He had no idea that they were already there. And they shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been.
For the first
We
time
had more of a chance.
For the first time in military history, something didn't go as planned.
But he actually had more of a chance than he thought because the British were all kind of like they weren't expecting the Germans to show up, so they
no one
were
expects
completely
the Spanish
unalert.
opposition.
They were like rapidly trying to build up steam when his ships came into the harbor because it was like, oh crap, what are these guys doing here? Surprise. But not like Craddock, who sailed into Coronel knowing what he was up against and knew there was no way they were getting out of there. That's why he wrote his final letter and left all of his stuff in where was it? Somewhere in South America, Valparaiso or someplace, before they left port, because he knew if he ran into them, that with the force he had was completely outgunned, outmatched.
Interesting. I am intrigued by Robert's shots, I will not lie.
I should be doing mine on a spread, but I'm not. I haven't been up to now.
I see what you're doing. Okay, I was confused. Robert confused me.
Oh, that's so unusual. What did I do this time?
Oh, I just read it bottom to top rather than top to bottom.
You suddenly switched to metric.
I did. I did.
Be right back.
That's okay. That's okay. From now on, the spread on my shots are going to be 5/8 of an inch.
That's what I wanted to hear.
That's addressed right in Roger's set of rules.
What's
There
that?
will be the minimum is a 1/4 inch. There will be no 3/8 or 5/8.
Well, that's good to hear.
Well, it's hard enough when you're playing, when you're using 1200 scale ships and the ranges are like the max range for a Bismarck. It's 300.
I'm back. Are we still blindfolded?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And
Wow.
hmm? Oh dear. Yeah.
It's coming up on 9.
It is. It is. Probably only got one more turn in us. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You figured out how to save games, right?
I did. Oddly enough, that isn't the problem. It often is.
Uh-oh. Laser rangefinder says 9995. Relays.
Ah! Oh dear.
Or the worst thing, having Sabo loaded and heat indexed. You send that round into orbit.
So what you're saying is that's bad.
That's bad.
So you're saying that's
Very
bad.
You have no idea where that thing's coming down.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take your word on that.
It could be a different country for all you know. You just bombed Iran or something.
All right, blindfolds are off. A lot of stuff.
Oh, let's see what's going on. Oh dear,
Oh
big
boy.
boy's got hit.
Yeah, the Gneisenau took a punch. That's not a
Yeah.
doink. That's a punch.
Yeah. Ooh, it looks like both of them got hit too. Dang. So, man, the British were never that good a shot.
But they didn't ever have Robert.
There you go.
This is a single hit against the Canopus, and it is coming off of that boy right there. So it's the Stetton firing at the Canopus. What's he shooting, Robert?
5.9s and 6s.
Yeah, so that would be, well, it's going to be either way the same. And what's the belt on the Stetton? Or the Canopus, I'm sorry.
6 inches.
6. So is he?
Once
He's in half
he's got-
mode at 250. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be within 3 inches to.
To do. Yeah. So Canopus is up to 1250.
Hey,
He is halfway to actually having to take some real damage, unfortunately. So there's that. That was the only one. Now the bad stuff. Ooh. Well, the first one is here on the Nuremberg.
it's a 6 incher.
Yeah. 6-inch gun in the Nuremberg, which we figured out was what?
500 damage. What's your armor?
1.
1.
Full 500. Full 500, yeah.
Checking. 6-inch. Actually, here's a weird one. Depends which shell it is. The last one. Is it the first one or the last?
Take a look at your run. It's running in.
It's the first one. He takes half damage.
It is not. It's the last one.
Oh, it's the last. No, Jim. It's the longest range.
That's the longest range is the last one fired.
So this one, right?
Yeah.
According to the chart, it bounces.
Okay, so it's a half.
I
So
expected
that's
worse than that.
that's 250.
Yeah, if you look at the chart, Jim, it's a real weird one. That
Does it
depending
slide?
depending on where you look on the chart.
All right, so it doesn't slide. Okay. Now this one. That's 2 hits on the Scharnhorst.
Ouch.
What's your belt?
Let's see. Scharnhorst, 6.
And these are
6-inch belt.
12-inch guns.
Half damage.
Okay. 2 hits. How much?
3,700 total.
Total. Okay. Where's the
Yep.
Scharnhorst?
Is that halved?
No, that
Or
is
is that already-
halved. That is halved.
Oh, okay.
So it just drops
there.
him a speed point. Yep. Still. Long range shot. Pow. And then this nightmare.
Mm.
This is on the Nisa now. There are 1, 2, 3 hits this way. 1, 2, 3 hits that way.
So 6 total.
Yeah, but they're different guns. 3 12-inchers.
Well, that would be 3 from there, 3 from there. They're all 12-inch guns.
Are they? Okay, I don't know. I hadn't checked.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So 612.
612s, so it's 11. It's 3,700 times 3. That's 1. 11,100.
11,100.
11,100 on the Nisa now.
Okay. So she loses 1 primary gun, 1 secondary gun, and she's down to 17 knots.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, we'll call this. Got one more turn to go then tonight. Got to get all the markers out without deleting everything.
I needed the Scharnhorst and the Eisenhower to make hits on that one.
Perhaps they shall.
We need the Scharnhorst and Eisenhower to make water.
Put holes. We need holes in your ships.
Unfortunately, you have holes in your ship.
Yes. And they're big holes,
Approximately 12 inches.
letting the rain in.
And there's- and the text is gone. Moves.
All right.
Torpedoes
Final
for
run
what
of
it's
the
worth. I don't
torpedoes.
think they're going anywhere, so they're gone yet.
Yeah. 9 inches. They ain't gonna hit
They
anything.
ain't going anywhere. All right.
Nope.
Way they
So
go.
you can take those off. However,
Hmm.
we would like to release another one
All right. From where?
from the Stetton.
All right. So what Robert's point was, and it's a good one, we're going to measure out a line from where they're just shooting from. It's a line that's 36 inches long, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Use a white one and lock it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to draw it right on the board. All you got to do is take the thingy.
You sure you want to take the thingy?
I do.
Take the thingy.
I want to take the thingy.
Use the thingy.
Use the thingy. Place the thingy 36 inches away, wherever you like it.
Okay, so I just take this.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and just on a straight line.
Okay. All right. 36 inches away.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, it's not there immediately. We know that.
Right. However, it does not give them the advantage of like turning away from where it goes.
Sure, because he can figure out where it goes.
That's true. Good point. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Yes, I know where it's going to end up, and I'm not going to be anywhere near it when it gets there.
yeah, that's the run of it.
There you go.
No. Now mark up 9-inch, 18.
What does it matter?
26.
We'll figure it out if you hit it.
Okay.
You don't want to be in trouble. Don't go into this line. If you do, we'll measure it.
If you do hit it, Robert, then I really have to question your
Yeah. I was like, I mean, your idea is a great one. Why make it more complex than it needs to be? All right. So that torpedo.
Sure.
All right. I'm asking. With that in mind, there it is. Bob, movement.
Oops.
I remember which of these guys is hurt. It's the engine in Nuremberg.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Tommy, is that Fletcher never wanted to do critical hits. He specifically rejected them.
I reject it.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Yeah, these are Curry's sheets, Tommy.
And they're bad.
They're
They're wrong.
Yeah, they could well be. They're not going to be so wrong that it matters, but they could be wrong.
Well, he did. I don't. Did he specifically say to use these sheets for this scenario, or did you pick them?
No, he did.
Then right there, there's the issue. He's got the wrong ships.
Well, in the case of the Emden.
Well, in case of all the like.
All of those light cruisers, yeah. Got the wrong class. He's got the earlier class version of them instead of the later one.
Yeah, he's got the later, not the earlier.
I'm sorry, the later, yeah. The later rather than the earlier. There we go. Okay. That part's done. Now for the tricky bit.
Write it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Valker.
Hello.
Homework done?
Most of it.
Very good.
It's Saturday, Dad. Give me a break.
No, he specifically went to homework rather than playing a game with his father on his birthday. That's fine.
No breaks will be given.
Nothing.
You're not guilty tripping me during the game.
You're not guilting me. Yep.
Yes, I am. In fact, I am. Whether it works or not is a different matter entirely.
I've had decades to practice my method.
The Milwaukee Brewers eliminate the Chicago Cubs from the playoffs.
Oh.
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
All those Cubs fans can go home now and cheer for the Bears. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
All right.
This week's game is going to be a classic.
I'm watching it. Are you kidding? Rarely in the history of organized sport has there been an opportunity to watch something so horrible.
There is a bar in Chicago that they've said they will cover everyone's tab if the Bears lose.
Oh dear God, that was not a good idea. Let's see where they at. Okay.
Can you clear these, Jim?
What you need, sorry?
That's over here.
Oh, sure.
Now I am just guessing.
You guys are actually heading into knife range, and it's subtle, but I like it.
Oops.
It is not the cannabis. Stop it.
Oh, did I hit a 2 or a 3? I did. I hit a 2.
Keel laid it on 420.
HMS Cannabis.
I can't take you people anywhere.
Oh, that's okay. I've refrained from calling the Falkland Islands what I usually call them.
Yeah. Robin Williams taught us that.
We can all appreciate it. Let's see, 8.
You do realize that if there's no oil on that place, we're all fighting for sheep, right?
Six. Oh, no. 6. 2. Okay.
Ah, darn it.
Gosh darn blankety heck.
I did it again. Can you clear that?
Mm-hmm.
3, 6, 4. There we go. All right. Next up. This is the one with 4. Okay. 8. No. 4. This is the other damaged one. Try to remember what she has. Oh, we're both 3. Okay, 3. Right. Let's see. Which of my armor cruisers has lost a gun? It was the Eisenhower. Yeah, Eisenhower. She's lost one.
It just occurs to me, you can't do this.
Can't do what?
This. The line. It gives you 36 inches on the table.
Oh, that's a good point.
No,
Oh, yeah. That would be a problem. Okay, sure. Luckily, I never even thought about it. That would have been useful. Okay.
Cheating bastards.
Keep it in a row. 8. 8.
Byron Salahor. Good to see you, man. Welcome to Naval Guessing Games R Us.
All right. And then the last one. She's the one
Oh,
that's
man.
Guns.
I read something wrong on the Canopus. That's
What's that?
I read my secondaries. The size of my secondaries wrong.
Mhm.
Well, don't do that.
Well,
5, 6. Oh, no. What am I doing? Okay, no. All right.
what you're doing?
I don't either.
Yeah,
Okay,
12,
I'm done.
6.
Woot woot. Am I doing the right thing? I'm doing the right thing. Blindfolds.
Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Hush.
10
Watch,
seconds and
watch
5 of
me.
them are already gone.
Watch me.
You've got 10 seconds to get off my bus and 5 of them are already gone. Move, move, move.
What the heck just happened here? Can you clear that? Because it's a mess, please. Thank you. Let's try this again. It's what the
Yeah, this
Okay.
is why I'd want to use the white one in Achilles. If it was ever like this. See what he's doing.
I haven't seen anything. I'm blindfolded.
Oh, I printed over myself. Son of a gun.
No, you didn't.
Well, it looks to me like I did.
Mm-mm.
Because I don't have any ranges on these guys.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, you can see them then. Fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, blindfolds are up. And here we go. Okay, these are... The white ones are...
I shall return.
Tonight's lecture on base landscaping in the era of cyber warfare has been canceled due to a lack of interest.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. That's right. Measuring is riveting. Watch the umpire measure. Very exciting, really.
You cannot put a price tag on entertainment like this.
I'm telling you.
I know. I know. But if we could,
It would
How
be
much would we have
it
to
would be
pay?
a lot.
how much would we have to pay these people to watch?
Exactly.
Don't know if this is true, but somebody posted on Facebook. It's a picture of all the professional sports teams, and the thing says, "Have you won a game since
Yep.
Elon Musk bought Twitter?"
And the only team that hasn't is the Chicago Bears.
The Bears. Bears.
The Bears.
See,
That is fact.
if you put up a list of all the professional sports teams, I have a feeling the Browns, the Bears, a couple others wouldn't be on the list at all.
They are the browniest Browns to ever brown the brown. There is no doubt.
Hey,
See-
we were looking good till Dick Chubb went down, and we were still not doing too badly. Luckily, we're in a very weak division.
As are we, parenthetically.
Hey, the Detroit Lions look real, baby.
Yeah, they do. No,
They
no
really
doubt about
look
it. Yeah, but the other two teams. So I suppose, yeah, at the end of the day, we're playing for the wild card. I get that.
Big 1, little 3, or whatever.
Yeah. That's sort of my point.
See, and that part is, people. Oh, you're a Bears fan? No, I'm from Chicago, and yeah, I root for a team. It's the Bears. Oh, they're such losers. It's like, dude, I haven't watched a football game in 3 years. I care.
Oh, well.
And the town I used to work in was right on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois. So it was like split 50-50 between Bears and Packer fans. So it was always hilarious.
Hilarious. All right, running the invert. Some bold choices in here.
Yeah, I hope I didn't mess you up. I tried bracketing this time. So I split the shots up.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. So far, I've been able to figure out what you were up to. I stress so far.
Tried to make it as simple as possible.
Now, the one thing that has not come up and that you can't shoot through your own guys.
Oh. Well, I didn't think I did, but maybe I did.
You didn't. You did, in fact.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops.
That's okay.
Supposed to be arcing these things.
Theory is you
These are
can't
plunging rounds.
You can't see. Is the point, I think.
See? You don't need to see. Chain of Command has taught me that.
Ah! Wow. It's right there, huh? Okie doke. Open them up.
All right.
Oh boy.
Bad things happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Or Stettin.
Couple
Scharnhorst
hits here.
again.
Yeah.
Eisenhower. I apparently did not hit the broadside of a barn here.
You did not.
Man.
You did not.
Wow.
So, just let's bring this sucker home. This is these are 2 shots on the Stettin. Those are coming from the Kent.
They're penetrators at that range.
Penetrators between the 28 and 30-inch bracket. This would be the this is the 29 and so this is 4 6s and 4 5.9s.
Okay. You're looking at the wrong one, Jim. That's
Oh,
his shot.
I'm inverting it. I'm inverting it. So yeah, it's over here at the
So
Kent.
actually, it was me that hit him, right?
Yeah, that would be
No?
good, wouldn't it? It's 4 6s.
Stettin.
Who's that? How much?
Where is the Stettin?
Who's that?
Over here, I think. Yep, there it is.
Where?
2,000, you say?
Yep. 500 per.
Costs or speed? Down to 25 knots.
Mm.
All right. And now that was the Stettin, good. And now 2 on the Scharnhorst.
On the Scharnhorst, he takes 3,700. Or it's 3,700.
Scharnhorst. She's currently at 3,700. So that's 7,400. More speed.
And the knives now took 1, so or no, those are doubles. Those are 2 4. So that's another 3,700 on the Schoenhorn.
On the Eisenhower or the Scharnhorst?
Scharnhorst.
He's pointing out that the guns here he fired 2 each. So that's another 3,700 you say on the Scharnhorst?
Correct.
So that's 11,100.
So it drops it to there.
The knives now took 3,700.
Eisenhower. Let's see, she's at 2.
So another 3,700. So that's 14,800.
So that puts her here. All right.
Yeah, just below that one. Interesting. All right. Well, there she is. Let's clean it up. Get the markers away.
Man, I must have been putting these things. Where am I putting these things? Okay.
The one nice thing about, well, there's a lot of nice things about Fletcher Pratt, but certainly one of the really nice things about it is that you get another shot at it the very next turn, right?
That's, as long as you're still above water
Yeah.
and you got guns.
Yes, on both scores. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fletcher Pratt. I gotta stop moving your ships, though. Stop it. Sit down. I mean it. I'm gonna be mad at you.
They probably need to move.
Did I get all the splash markers?
Kind of getting pummeled.
Good. Got all of them. All right, now we're gonna get rid of the... So, we will come back because next week we will have enough time. Hopefully we can get 2 more folks to join us, like OJ and Dalinor, so we can really speed this sucker up. And they can come and hang out with us, and we can finish up this battle of the Falklands. The Falklands, get it right. We'll take one more picture here. Because in 2 weeks' time, count it 2, it'll be time for Leipzig. That's
Dun,
right.
dun, dun.
That's right. Yeah, it's all the Leipzig all the time. So, yes, that'll be there. On Wednesday, we will be playing the Battle of Utitsa for Valor and Fortitude. It is a rule fight. We know this. We finished it for Shako, had a good time with it, I think. And now it'll be the chance of Valor and Fortitude to see how it does using exactly the same scenarios. So that should be fun. On Thursday, Achilles will take another run up the tree at the probe at Lacombe and see what he can do to punch CT in the face. In 29, let's go. So that'll be a very, very interesting thing too. So lots of stuff coming up. Let me take one last look here at the chat. Yeah, Leipzig and LaSalle. That is the deep and profound wish of more than one person, if only to see what that dice tower would look, what that dice fountain would look like. So there it is. In any event, thank you to those who watched. Thank you to those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.
Good night, Ian Jackson.